And good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Feed the Beast series. I think in this episode, last episode, we went and fed the beast a couple of times. And I think for this episode, we'll take a quick look and see how our EMC production is doing over here. Don't have a whole lot of stuff in there right now, but I think that's because I was too far away from it to keep it running effectively. Take a look at our mob count up there real quick. Looks like we've got about, looks like there's about 20 mobs up in the system right now. So, probably could be more efficient overall, but it will do for the time being. And I think what we'll do next is, ooh, look at all the mobs over on the bridge. Ooh, I see sheep, I see a bear, or what looks like a bear. I didn't think the Feed the Beast set had mo creatures. Oh no, that's not a bear. That's a cow. Hi, cow. Apparently, my little field is enough to spawn them. That's cool. So that would give us leather if we needed it. Get out of the way. Silly creatures in my way. So I was taking a look at the list of things to build, and I think the next one that I'm going to have the resources to build will be the squeezer. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have everything quite ready for a little while. So it might take a little while before we can actually feed the beast again here. I think I started to get some of the material pulled together, but still got a little ways to go. What I'm going to do right now... Wow, I gotta get that bridge lit up. Look at all of those guys. That's just craziness. Ooh, he tried to jump to me. I'm going to extend this just a little bit. No. That's not really what I want, how far I wanted to extend it, but that'll do. Anyway, I'm going to put stuff back in my main chest. That's what I was thinking, and failing miserably to express. Still have a whole bunch of cobblestone on hand. I've got some rubber, got a tree tap so we can get more sticky resin if we need it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, got all kinds of stone swords, is building out at least get the platform for our next EMC generator built, so that we can get it started running. I need to swap an empty bowl for a full one. Let's see. Oh wait, I see a full bowl right there. I'm going to eat and swap it once more. Just because, and there's probably more efficient meats or foods that I could stack and things like that, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Anyway, so what I want to do next is get another more automated EMC producer going. The tower does pretty well, but we want to be able to... we want to have it where it doesn't require us to be close to it to be effective. Like right now, if we're over here, mobs will drop through there like crazy, and we'll get all kinds of stuff. So kind of what I have in mind is... Do I have torches? Yes, I do. Let's see if I can do this without killing myself. I want to build out... Let's see, this should be the middle. We're going to make this a 3-wide path because I want to start converting all of the paths to 3-wide. It makes moving around easier. And now that we have more EMC being produced, it's not as big of an issue. I didn't think I had that much smooth stone on hand. Oh well, that's okay. It'll work. So I'm not going to go very far away for this project. I just want to go a couple of blocks over just to make a little bit of room and kind of distinguish our different areas. And what I'll probably do is hold off on building all of the walls until I get some of the basic parts of this system started. I just have to make sure that I move around here very carefully so that we don't end up with any unfortunate accidents. Which, speaking of which, I should go ahead and stick at least these. I shouldn't need either of those at the moment. So what we're going to do is, this is one that I'm not sure if I have absolutely everything I need to build this completely automated quite yet. I should be close, but there may be a couple of items that I don't have quite enough resources to make the completely automated version of it quite yet. And the idea here is going to be a darkroom farm. And basically what will happen is we will make a basically make a dark room, and we will use a deployer to put bone meal in it, and then we'll take that bone meal, or well, the bone meal will instantly put seeds or put grass and things like that on the dirt, and then it will, because the room is dark, everything that it creates will automatically get harvested. And now to do that, we just need to build up a little bit of a platform. And I've got a rough idea of how to build this in my head, but I don't have any explicit design. And what I should do is build up enough of a platform on top of, or out here, that I can test the bone meal just to see how wide of a area that it will grow, so that I can build a appropriately sized dark room that when we put the deployer in the bottom of it will fill the entire room, and then we can use transposers to collect all of the items and pipe it all back into a condenser once we get the condenser in place, which we should be able to do about the same time we finish this dark room. And what I probably should do is just pause this for a moment and do a quick test on a creative world, just so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of everyone's time in the process. So I will be right back. And we're back. Just a little bit of testing on another world, just to make sure that I got the sizes of this right. So what we need is a platform for this that's about 11 by 11 on the inside of it. Will give us a 2-wide walkway around our structure, which should be enough room for any of the the access and just logistical structure of this. So currently we have, let's see, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like we just need one more on this side. And the wall is going to go here. Looks like this is actually the same size platform as we have for the spawn tower. So that's convenient. And let's see, we've got better count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means I need 5. And that will tell me that I am at the appropriate size here. as long as I counted correctly. And the darkroom building itself is, the outer walls are 7 by 7. So it actually, the space that has all of the dirt and everything that the bone meal is being placed into is a 5 by 5 space with the deployer situated in the middle of that. So just so you got an idea what we're actually building a platform for here. And let's see if I can, how quickly I can build this. I may eventually invest the resources into building a mercurial eye just to make this platform building portion of this quicker. I don't know if it would necessarily pay for itself on this version of the map, but it might. We'll have to see when we get a little bit further in here. And now we have most of our base platform together. And only a couple of misplaces, so not too bad. So there's our platform. Now we need to get some lights on this. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be right. 2, 3, 4. What I'm trying to do here is just have torches placed for future walkways. We'll make it a little bit easier to find where they go in the future. 2, 3, 4. And should provide enough light for the majority of the structure here. We'll put a couple more torches down on the bottom. And now what we need to do is actually build upwards. We want our first column, our first pillar. What we're going to do is we're going to build a pillar on each corner just to act as a supporting structure for it. And I know technically Minecraft, you don't really need to support the structure that way, but it feels kind of weird if it's not supported right. Let's see, we're going to go up 4 blocks for the bottom of the platform. 3, 4. And right here. That should be sufficient to give us room to work underneath. And we'll, because we are going to need to get we want to be able to move around underneath of it and build out the, we'll want to put logistics pipes in place in order to send the, automatically create bone meal to send back into it. And then we also need on top of it to maintain the tubes that will pull all of the resources out of it. And I think, I'm not positive, but I think we should be close to having everything we need in order to make the brass tubes that we'll need in order to make this device actually function. So just build up the walls of it like so. And right in the middle, right, let's see, right there, that's where the deployer will go. And this gets one more layer up. I'm about to change all... Actually, I've got to go back to... I'll drop through here. I gotta go get my Philosopher's Stone so I can turn all of that into dirt. And we also need a way to get up to the top of this structure. Let's see. How do we want to do that? Want this a... What I should do is just go make... I should have plenty of resources here. Oh yeah, look at all that bone. Let's go toss some of this stuff into our transmutation tablet, and we should be able to pull out a bunch of ladders to use as our access method. In fact, we have plenty of ladders already. And let's get a starting supply of bone meal. Let's see, take this bone meal and stick it here, put all of these bones in the tablet, all of this rotten flesh. That should be a decent starting... Well, let's actually get one more full stack. And we'll just leave the rest of it here. And let's get our ladders put up onto the top and change it into... And we're actually going to put the ladders on this side so that they're not in view of the main platform. Whoops. And let's drop down here. And we're going to change all of this into grass. And yes, I do know that I can increase the size that this works, but it doesn't take that much longer for this size of project, so I am not going to risk killing myself by turning the wrong things into sand. Excuse me, like I have done in the past. So we leave a hole there, leave a hole there. That's where the transposers will go. Transposers are a red power item that works a lot like the obsidian pipes, except they are a little bit more efficient at it. They take everything in... they basically will move everything in a 3x3 area directly beneath them. So this layout gives us an overlapped pattern that covers the entire structure. And I may actually need to close the that spot and put the deployer directly or exposed on the bottom of it, I think is how that ends up needing to be. But I can do that from underneath. So what I'm going to do now is just create a little bit of a wall up here that I can use to make it a little bit safer to move around while I'm, especially for, finding the ladder. There we go. And then I can put lights up on top. Because we really don't want to, if we are moving around up here, we don't want to be at risk of falling off of this little tower that we have, because it's not very far away from the edge of the world, and yeah, we don't want that kind of excitement. So put a couple of torches up here just to light the top of the platform up so we don't turn it into a mob spawner. I did have problems with the inside of my farm, darkroom farm, on my last run of this, turning into a spider spawner. That was weird. So hopefully that, hopefully this structure won't end up turning into a spider spawner. Light this up a little bit, and then we will see if we can make the red power items we need. First off, we'll make our transposers. So we need wooden planks, a piston, which is made like so. I think we need a couple of pistons. We need one for the deployer as well. Let's take some more stuff and see about getting some wooden planks. Do I have wooden planks? There we are. Give us a target. Toss all of this stuff in here. We don't need any more ladders right now. And we don't need this. So let's grab a stack of wooden planks. We've got a stack of cobblestone. We need at least 4 iron, and I think we've got redstone in here. Actually, we need at least 5 iron. Let's go ahead and make our pistons. And I'm going to put the recipe up there because otherwise I'm going to be looking it up 5 times, and I don't think that's interesting to you guys to look at the recipe that many times. This goes like so. And we need 5 of these. And then for the transposer, we should have the rest of this ready to go. We need 4 transposers. And I think I'm running low on cobble for this. Nope, just enough. So there's our 4 transposers. And then we also need a deployer, which is made with more cobblestone and a piston and a chest. So first of all, let's grab more cobble, grab a chest. Let's teach a piston, that way we have the make it easier to make these things in the future. So piston in the middle, chest at the top, I think is how it went. And cobble on either side. There's our deployer. So now we have all of the machines that are required for this project. So we'll go ahead and I also probably want to make a screwdriver because these are probably not going to position correctly right off the bat. Is this low enough? I thought I had sticks already taught to the... Let's try this. There we go. Need a piece of iron. And we get a screwdriver. Okay, now let's run back over to our tower. And I don't know if we'll get this actually turned on. We can hope. And I'm going to just put this in place like so to begin with, and then I can change it to dirt from above. And that should be the correct direction right there. So we'll put our, put our bone meal inside. And I need to grab a redstone torch. Eventually we'll need to change this to use redstone wire, the red alloy wire. But as a temporary test, we're going to make sure that this thing actually works, as in it actually puts the stuff inside of it. So first I'm going to come up here and, let's see, turn that into dirt. And then I'm going to stick a block here and put redstone on it. And that should have, yep, that puts, that used 1 bone meal. So we should be able to look in here and you can see we have all kinds of grass grown in here now. So that's perfect. Now, if I remember right, we'll just put these all in here. I think I have those backwards. I think these need to go this way. Let's break that, and yeah, so that's the direction they need to go. As you can see, it just kind of popped everything out the top of it. So we just need the small hole of these all pointing upwards. And the next thing we need to do is make some red power tubes. And this is the part that I'm not positive I have everything we need to make. Actually, not red power tubes. We just need regular pneumatic tubes first off, which is brass ingots, which we need an alloy furnace in order to make. And let's see, alloy furnace. So that requires bricks, and we do not have bricks right now. So I either need a different way to make brass. Let's just go check and make sure that we don't actually already have brass. I think what we have is bronze. I need to widen this pathway. Excuse me. We have bronze right now, but we do not have brass. And we don't have any clay yet, as far as I recall. Let's see. Let's see what the. That's 16. No, that's lower. Yeah, I don't think we have any. It would show up here if we actually had any. So I'll have to look and see if there's a way of creating clay, or we may actually have to feed the beast again before we actually get clay. So we might not be able to actually turn this darkroom machine completely on yet. I may see about wiring it up with in some way where I can just use buttons to power it as a temporary measure, just so I can start using it to gather resources. But we'll have to see what that's going to take. So first of all, let's go gather some more. We're kind of running out of time on this episode, but let's gather a bunch more stuff off of our spawn tower. I really should just move everything over. In fact, I think we will do that. We're going to go move everything over to the mob spawner island for the time being. And the reason we're doing that is it puts us, it'll keep us in range of the spawn, of our spawning tower, which should help to increase its efficiency a little bit. Before I do that, I'm going to cover up the water before I break our chest. And I know that's not the best way of breaking a chest, but I know it's better to use an axe, or at least it's faster, but since we have the dark matter pickaxe, it doesn't really matter that much. Come on, give me the chest. There it is. Go put down our chest over here, and we should probably make this a double chest. Put all of this stuff back in it. And then go grab the rest of the stuff from over here. And maybe we'll pick up... I don't have the tool to pick up the macerator right now, so we'll leave it here. Pick up more bronze, and... Did I actually get an Enderman? I think I did kill an Enderman, but I didn't get the ball, the Ender ball. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, we want more of this stuff. The rotten flesh. We'll toss the seeds in. Oops, we want to put that here. Seeds, bones, arrows. Let's see, we need 2 more bronze and 6 tin. And I think we've got enough glass here. What I'm going to do, because technically we are over our 30-minute mark for this episode, but we should be able to feed the beast here in just a moment, so we're going to make it just a hair longer so we can do so. So there's our squeezer, is the next item here. Now I just need to see if I can clear the bridge without having it blown up. Go away. No. Darn it. He didn't fall off like he was supposed to. Okay. Quick run over to the monument. And we're going to toss the squeezer in there. You can see that's actually a transposer right there. And light up. Come on. There it is. Looks like it is this kind of bronze-colored one that's second from the right, which should be right here. In this one, we get nickelite and clay. So that's all we need to. Those are the nickelite, or the clay in particular, is the one we needed to make our alloy furnace. So that's wonderful. That means we can actually, we should actually be able to make our, the material we need to make the pneumatic tubes. So next episode, we'll actually be able to automate our darkroom. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit like, and I will see you next time. Bye.